What's going on, you guys? So check it, right? Zoocci Coke Dope just dropped his highly anticipated project Anxiety Plus, and as I predicted, guys, like, he dropped another masterpiece on us. And I'm not exaggerating by saying that. I mean, he really came through with this one, starting from the beats and how the project sounded sonically. Like, Zoocci is a real genius, guys. Even the features he managed to get, like, they were all a great addition to the project. I feel as if Nasty C, Mars Baby, Stogie T, and Teleman, like, they stood out for me when they hopped onto the track. More so like Teleman though, like, he truly outdid himself on the ill prelude, and we can always count on Zoocci to bring the best out of artists he works with. But with all that said, right, I just want to touch on two tracks from the project quickly, that being Zulu's Revenge and the ill prelude. So listening to Zulu's Revenge, like, he was addressing a certain individual or certain individuals. Now, it's not known who he was talking about, but because of certain lines in the track, it's alleged that he might have been going at baby boy himself, A-Reece. So before I give my take on all of this, I think it's best if I go through a few lines with you guys just to give you some context. So on Zulu's Revenge, like, he goes on to say, fuck the other side, acting like you gang, but I know you a lie. I don't give a fuck if you see it in my eyes. So by Zoocci saying fuck the other side, I think he's talking about Reece and the niggas that helped him with Heaven Can Wait. But I don't think he was actually talking about Reece here. I think he's more so going at Iceman Beats, because if you guys don't know, like, Iceman Beats worked with Zoocci and these niggas in the past, but they recently had a dispute with one another where Iceman claimed that Zoocci took his credit on a track that he produced for Diamonds. So they aren't cool with each other anymore. And by Zoocci saying acting like you gang, I know you a lie, it would make more sense that he's referring to Iceman instead of Reece. But Zoocci goes on to say, if you call me out, just be careful where you rooting. People change on you like a mood ring. I don't deal with mood swings, it's not the way we do things. So once again, guys, like, I still think these bars are directed at Iceman Beats. I mean, he's the only one who has called out Zoocci publicly, and I guess he feels like Iceman switched up on him like a mood ring, going from being cool with him to calling him out publicly. Now, clearly Zoocci doesn't care for such things because he doesn't deal with mood swings. But moving on to the next few lines, Zoocci goes on to say, you don't have to get involved, nigga, we straight. If I say I cut you off, I don't make peace. Yeah, I don't answer calls, and that's for peace sake. So as I said, guys, like, I don't think Zoocci was going at Reece. If anything, I think Reece or someone at his camp might have tried to be a mediator between Zoocci and Iceman, because he said, you don't have to get involved, nigga, we straight. So I do believe that Zoocci and Reece are cool with one another. Maybe not as much as they once were, but they're still straight. And I guess once you act against Zoocci, which Iceman did, he no longer fucks with you from that point onwards. Even if you want to resolve things with him, I mean, he's not for making peace with you, because that's for his peace of mind. But moving on, Zoocci still continues with the shots by saying, new season and it's time to change the cast. Who gives a fuck if you were with me in the past? Now, we all know Zoocci used to hang out with Reece a lot and the Wrecking Crew back in the day, you know, before they split, always working together on each other's tapes and collaborating frequently. But fast forward to now, and Zoocci has been seen hanging with Flame, Echo, and Melo quite a lot. I mean, he's also been collaborating with Nasty and his crew recently. I mean, Teleman and Nasty are both on Anxiety Plus. So he's pretty much changed the people he works with, hence the line about changing the cast. And he doesn't care if you were with him in the past because he doesn't give a fuck. Now, those are some strong words from Zoocci, especially if they're directed at someone you used to work with closely. But at this point, like, who knows, guys? But moving on to the next few lines, Zoocci goes on to say, I can't be taking things light like my family nice. Deep inside my girl, it feel like paradise. So people are claiming that this bar is directed at Reece once again because of the Paradise line. Now, we all know Reece likes to refer to Paradise because it's named after his debut album. He also has an upcoming album titled Paradise 2. So fans are trying to make the correlation between Zoocci mentioning Paradise and going at Reece. Now, if I'm being honest, I think it was a harmless bar. I think Zoocci was just talking his shit and praising his girl for feeling nice, man. Hey, I mean, I think we can all appreciate where he's coming from, am I right? Well, moving on to the next track, the ill prelude. Zoocci had more lines that you could say were directed at Reece, but if I'm being honest, like, it's still a reach. So for more context, we hear Zoocci go on to say, "You ain't even as real as your music, nigga. Hear a catchphrase and then abuse it, nigga. I know that we at war, but I ain't choose it, nigga." So just recently we've heard Mash Beats and X Global call cap on some of the things that Reece said on the confrontation. And I guess by Zoocci saying, "You ain't even real as your music, nigga," he could be alluding to that and more. But I don't know, guys. Like, it's all just speculation at this point. But I will say that the last line he said does give some reason as to why he could be referring to Reece. I mean, with the ex-crew members not messing with each other anymore, they technically went to war with one another, with Zoocci being involved indirectly. I mean, as far as I know, Zoocci didn't have any involvement with the split in TWC, but he did basically choose a side by him continuing to work with Flame, which leaves him in an awkward position because he didn't choose to be a part of this, but he's in it regardless. So those were a few lines which some people believe are directed at Reece. Now I do see where they're coming from because some of the lines do relate to him, but at the same time, Zoocci and Reece have never outright claimed that they have a problem with one another. I mean, they've never really exhibited clear signs of beef between each other, and that's why I'm hesitant to agree with some of the takes. The only known issue between them didn't even involve Reece. I mean, it was more so between Zoocci and Iceman Beats. And I think Zoocci took it personal what Iceman did when he called him out publicly, basically coming for his reputation and his integrity. So this is his way of getting his revenge, hence the track title being Zulu's Revenge. It's also worthy to note that Reece and his camp, which includes Iceman Beats, like, they started a new record label titled Revenge Club Records. So as I just said, like, Zoocci is coming for his own revenge, taking all these shots. Now, at the end of the day, guys, like, hip-hop is a competitive sport. You know, subliminals and talking your shit comes with the territory. And I feel as if that's what Zoocci was doing. Like, we all know Reece was doing the exact same thing. So I just feel as if Zoocci was competing as well. I mean, he's been gone for a minute, so I guess he had to remind niggas how dope he is. But you guys let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think Zoocci was taking shots at Iceman Beats or A-Reece? Or was it directed at both of them niggas? Comment down below. Also, let me know your thoughts on the project in general. Like, are you messing with it or is it not for you? Comment down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like